Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Today we're going to be reviewing Saban's Goku Power Rangers issue 4. Let's get straight into it. So this issue starts off with 4 months before arrival day, and we see at this restaurant, Kimberly, and she's sitting at a dinner table with her parents, and her parents are arguing because her parents don't really like each other, they hate each other, and this is really frustrating Kimberly, and she sees that her salad was messed up, so she goes over to call the waiter, but she's saying it really mad. Usually, somebody wouldn't be really mad when their food's messed, they wouldn't be as mad as Kimberly is, but her parents are frustrating her so much that she gets really mad, and she yells at the waitress, and the waitress is none other than the one and only Zach, and she basically telling Zach how her order's messed up, and then the manager comes out and puts his hand on Zach and says, "You're fired." And Zach's like, "But what, huh?" He's like, "No, because she's mad about her food, even though you didn't do anything, you work here, so you're fired." And Zach's really angry because basically Kimberly was the reason why he got fired, and that's why Zach hates her in the future. And Kimberly's like, "You didn't need to fire him." He's like, "I'm the manager, and it's okay, I got everything under control." And then we go back to present day where we see Kimberly is holding Matt, because as you know, in the last issue, Matt got hit by that monster who might be that girl. We don't know yet. And now that Matt's unconscious, Kimberly goes to morph, but then before she can morph, we see Zach jump in as the Black Ranger and punch the monster into a wall. And then Zach's like, "We need a morph." And while he's saying that she needs to morph, we see Trini and Billy come in with their blasters, blasting the monster into a bunch of pieces, but he doesn't die, or she doesn't die. I don't really know if it's the girl or not. I don't know if the girl's that monster, or it's just a monster that Rita made. But when Trini and Billy are using their blasters, the first time they're actually using their blasters in this comic continuity, and then Zach's still telling Kimberly that she needs to morph, but Kimberly's like, "I'm not leaving him." But then she finds a person that could watch Matt. So we see Kimberly leave Matt with a trusted adult, but this trusted adult is not actually trusted. She leaves Matthew with the one and only girl that came from in that lightning in the end of the it was the putty slash human girl. So the putty slash human girl is not the monster. The monster is not who we thought was the girl. They're two different things. This is Rita's monster, and then the girl was just to go on Earth and spectate the area. So then we see that she gets ready to morph, but then we also go back to that shop where Bulk and the principal and Jason were, and they're talking about how the Power Rangers got it under control. There's no need to worry, because Jason's like, I can't just sit here, I have to go help my friends. And the principal's like, "It's okay, the Rangers got everything under control," which they really don't. So then we see, they really don't. This is why they really don't, is because Kimberly is not morphed yet. There's only Trini, Billy, and Zach out there, and Jason's not morphed, and he can't morph right now. And it's just basically this humongous event. It's just really big how this monster is attacking the whole city. So then we go to the moon where we see Rita, and basically she really mad, so she uses her staff to make the monster grow. And then Kimberly morphs into her Ranger form. And then when they see the monster grow, they go to access their Zords so they can fight the monster, but they can't create a Megazord right now because they need all the parts to make the Megazord, and Jason's not there, so it's going to be harder to fight the monster when they're not part of a Megazord. So then they just call off their Zords, and they call it the Mastodon Dino Power, the Pterodactyl Dino Power, Saber-Tooth Tiger Dino Power, the Raptor Dino Power, and it says, "Let's do this." And so they go to attack this monster, hitting them with all their power, and we see that Zach is leading the team while Jason's gone, and he's doing a very terrible job because they're all getting attacked by this monster. And then we go back to the shop, and there's a big, huge blackout and in the shop because the power goes out from all this lightning and stuff, and that gives Jason the great opportunity to leave and morph into his Ranger form. So he morphs into the T-Rex, and then he goes into his Zord, and he's like, "It's time for this. It's time to make the Megazord." So now that everybody's here, Jason's in his Zord, they create the Megazord, and they go to attack this monster, and basically they beat up this monster, and they destroy this monster, and put the monster all the way to the ground. And then Kimberly's like, we should take this monster all the way to Rita and drop it on our palace. And Kimberly's saying this because she's really mad that the monster beat up her boyfriend Matt, and she's really angry about. Then we go to Zach, Trini, and Billy and the rest of the squad showing up at Angel Grove, the juice bar, after the fight against the monster, and everybody's all happy because the Power Rangers defeated the monster and all the putties, so they're all celebrating and stuff. And Jason goes up to the team and tells them that they work at the youth center now, and they work at the juice bar now, and now every time they are Rangers now, they can have an excuse that they're working at their job, and that helps out for both. Now they can get money. Well, actually, they're working for free, so my fault, and that's the reason I thought it would be good, but I forgot they're not getting money. So actually, they're working there, and they will have an excuse, and they'll have something to do when they're not being Power Rangers. Then we go to Trini at her mom's house, and she's giving her mom a present for her birthday, even though it's a week after her birthday. And then we go back to the command center where Zach is telling Zordon, asking him why he wasn't the leader, and Zordon's telling him that Jason was a great guy to become a leader because it shows that how you can have a terrible past and still overcome it and become good. And Zach is really ticked off about that because Zach really wanted to be the leader. Really angry about this. Then it goes to this hospital after the fight, and we see that Kimberly is in the hospital with Matt, and then we see Zach going to visit on Matt, and Matt wakes up from his from being conscious, and he sees Zach and Kimberly. He's like, I see one of my two favorite people here after I was conscious for so long. And then we find out that this Matt that's in the hospital bed is a fake Matt. It's an imposter. The real Matt got captured by that putty girl, and he's on Rita's. He's in Rita's palace on the moon, and he's being held up by these putties. So there's an imposter. Basically, there's an evil Matt with the Rangers right now. Crazy, guys. But that's the end of the issue, guys. If you guys enjoyed, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Love you guys all. Goodbye.